Hey, what's up, Ninja Nation and visitors? What's up is Bowman 9000, aka the Trombone Ninja, and I'm bringing you guys a special video today. I just want to, shed some light on a big thing that's going on in social media. I just want to make sure, we keep what it's supposed to be, like, the real deal, why this whole thing was started anyway, and that is the ALS Bucket Challenge. So here's my experience. I've seen a bunch of videos with this bucket challenge, and I don't know what it is. People are nominating other people 24 hours, yada yada yada. But after a few videos, I'm realizing nobody is saying what we should be saying. What is it? Because I don't know. That's the whole reason, right? Is to bring awareness and motivate some folks to donate if they want to donate. And create awareness, kind of like that naked bike ride. If you're all around Philly, or if you're in a major city, you've probably seen something like that. It happens in Philly every year, and it raises awareness of bikers. Now, do I like that way of raising awareness? No, but hey, people know that bikers also share the road when they do that. I just want to use the platform that I have, that you guys have given me, Ninja Nation. I really appreciate that. And yeah, so I just want to explain a little bit about what this is. So I typed into Google and I typed in, what is ALS? Bang! I found top hit number one, thanks to Professor Google, was the ALS Association. So that must be the site, right? Clicked right on it. I'm gonna leave you guys links to all this stuff down in the description. But I just want to tell you guys what it is. I'm gonna read exactly from the website about what it says. What is ALS? It says Amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, often referred to as Lou Gehrig's disease, is a progressive neurodegenerative disease that affects nerve cells in the brain and the spinal cord. Motor neurons reach from the brain to the spinal cord, and from the spinal cord to the muscles throughout the body. The progressive degeneration of the motor neurons in ALS eventually leads to their death. When the motor neurons die, the ability of the brain to initiate and control muscle movement is lost. With voluntary muscle action progressively affected, patients in the later stages of the disease may become totally paralyzed. That's a real deal. So you're like, alright, Bo, man, you haven't told me what it is. You just kind of like threw out all these big old terms and expect me to know what the heck is going on. Nah, I'm not like that, because I had to read further, because I was like, what? So here it is. They go down and further break it down. I'm gonna leave a link. I'll actually post this whole little blurb in the about section of this video, and so you guys can read along as I read. So here's the next paragraph. A-myo-trophic comes from the Greek language. A means no or negative. Myo refers to muscle, and trophic means nourishment. So we have no muscle nourishment in the vernacular, aka how we actually speak. Because I ain't a scientist, I'll tell you that right now. So they go on to say, amyotrophic comes from the Greek language a, which means no or negative. Myo refers to muscle, and trophic means nourishment. So we have no muscle nourishment. When a muscle has no nourishment, it atrophies or wastes away. Lateral identifies the areas in a person's spinal cord where portions of the nerve cells that signal and control the muscles are located. As this area degenerates, it leads to scarring or hardening, aka sclerosis, in the region. So when you guys get a scar, like on the outside of your skin, your epidermis, it's a little hard. It heals a little bit, but not really. And then you kind of have a hard spot, but that's inside the body and that's on your muscles. So you're like, all right, Bo, man, you shed a little bit of light, but what really happens? This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to dispel what is ALS, since I just had to look for it. So I'll go on to read the third paragraph. As motor neurons degenerate, they can no longer send impulses to the muscle fibers that normally result in muscle movement. Earlier symptoms of ALS often include increasing muscle weakness, especially involving the arms and legs, speech, swallowing, or breathing. When muscles no longer receive the messages from the motor neurons that they require to function, the muscles begin to atrophy or become smaller. Limbs begin to look thinner as muscle tissue atrophies. So we got that. When the brain sends messages to the limbs, they do things. when that message never makes it, it's like the middleman, those neurons, when they don't make it, they can't get to the muscle because there's scarring going on the muscle. They can't tell the muscle to do said thing that you want to do. Like your favorite thing. Imagine an actual delayed reaction in doing something. It's kind of like that. Your brain can't tell your muscles what to do. So I'm going to read two more things here. They have a picture here I'll post up in the video as well, just to give an idea of little kind of visual things. I'm a visual learner as well. So here it goes. The nerves that are affected when you have ALS are the motor neurons that provide voluntary movements and muscle power. So they have here in bold voluntary movements and muscle power. They go on to say the heart and the digestive system are also made of muscle, but of a different kind, and their movements are not under voluntary control. When your heart beats or a meal is digested, it all happens automatically. Therefore, the heart and digestive system are not involved in ALS. Breathing also may seem to be involuntary. Remember, though you cannot stop your heart, you can hold your breath. So be aware that ALS may eventually have an impact on breathing. Imagine if you couldn't breathe. Y'all who have asthma kind of know what that's like when you're grasping for air and there's nothing, you can't get it. It's all around you, yet you can't have any. That's a really weird circumstance. That's something that really makes people feel down. So what this has done is just kind of shed light on what ALS is. I hope you guys have learned something. I just wanted to use the platform that you all give me to throw a little bit of knowledge on you, because I didn't know this. So definitely leave a like on this video if you feel like you learned something today. Give us a comment here if you know someone who has ALS or you've heard of someone who is dealing with this. Feel free to share. We're all loving here in Ninja Nation. There's none of that crappery going on here. I'll definitely be in the comment section commenting as well, giving my support. And yeah, I'm out of here. But before that, I guess I gotta go over to that bucket challenge, right? I gotta nominate some folks, right? It wouldn't be the same if I didn't nominate people and get, ice dumped on my head, right? Ha! Alright, peace. Alright guys, so here's who I'm gonna nominate. It's gonna be Robbie from Two Bros Gaming. You know who you are. It's gonna be Back with Chaos. You guys all know who Back with Chaos is. And lastly, but not least, Sentiments in High School Marching Pirates. That's right. I'll give you guys, for the YouTubers, 48 hours. For the band, 24 hours. Let's do this. Oh my God. Woo!